Hello, hello. Hi. Hey there. They're my cat, dog, Raven, Sunny, Andrew, Bellhound. Woo! Yeah. Okay. Okay, enough of that. We're not gonna spend too much time fooling around today, because I started a whole hour and a half later than expected. But like, do you know how it is sometimes? I did feed the beasts that have now started asking for food way earlier than usual, probably because it's cold and dark. They're on daylight savings time. Yeah, that makes sense. That does make sense. But yeah, they're being a menace. So we feed them mostly because they start, if I sit here on the computer, they start messing around and being annoying. They do it during stream, they do it during when I'm working. And I'm just like, please leave me alone. But yeah, I'm late because I said I got home late. Then I started eating at like 7. Then I got distracted with something, and then I wanted to shower. And then you know how it is when you shower, especially because it's fucking cold. So I was like, warm water. I said I could have started a while ago, but I'm like, okay, I need to feed the beasts. And as you guys know, I kind of need to keep an eye on them when they're eating to make sure Isu doesn't eat all of Regi's food. So yeah. But now we are finally here, reunited today to go back to reverse 1999, because there is a new event dropping like next week, and I still haven't done chapter 11 that dropped like a while ago. I didn't log in either. I was too busy playing Osume. Although I lost like all the anniversary freebies, but it is what it is. That's how it be with gachas sometimes. So like, you know what, like, whatever. Hey Joe. Hey Hakuya. I thought you were taking a break today. No, I just started late. Hehe. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. What do you mean? War? I just titled the video War. I never knew yet. Sorry. Oh yeah, I should put this announcements on Discord. Sometimes I do, but most of the time I just I put it on Twitter and I call it a day. Hey baguettes! It's been a while. But yeah, we're finally going back to reverse. There's a cruise stream today. Yeah. Yeah, there is. It's a good surprise. Thank you. But yeah, since I started late, that's for the stream. Yeah, also because I usually announce them like earlier in the day, but today I didn't. Usually when I'm about to leave work, I'm like, oh yeah, reminder, there's a stream today, guys. But now I did nothing today. I did none of that I should have done. But anyway, we are here to start chapter 11 of Reverse 1999. We should get the trailer because it's still... The new event has not dropped yet, so they still have it as like new thingy. So we should get the trailer, hopefully. I miss out on pulling for Sentinel, but you know, it is what it is. That's what happens when you don't log into gachas. And I have learned to just accept it and move on. You know, it's like, it's my bad. I didn't log in. And that's it. Yippee! But yeah, since I started pretty late, we're just gonna jump straight into it. So let's go! Look at Ezio. Look at this hot, beautiful man. Why is Ezio so attractive, guys? Why? He was like made in a lab to be the most attractive motherfucker on earth. I swear to God. He's Italian. So that's it. Let me remove my glasses. But yeah. Last time, in Reverse 1999, we experienced the horrors of Antarctica. And boy, were there horrors in Antarctica. And that ended in a fucking flood. They said someone at Ubi cooked, and then someone on the Reverse 1999 art team also cooked. Yeah. They were just like two master chefs. Well, yeah, there was a flood. Then they made out real. There was a flood that it was made of, you know, the time reverse water. So now we're back to like 1913. And it's World War I. Yippee! So we go to the horrors of Antarctica. From the horrors of Antarctica, straight up to the horrors of war. And Yuri. I don't know. I don't know if there will be horrors, but I know there's Yuri. I've been told it is pretty gay, so be prepared. Yes, horrors well within my comprehension. Yeah, you know, we woke out from Silent Hill F to war. We haven't had any horrors beyond human comprehension in a while. All the horrors have been well within our comprehension. But yeah, there's gonna be cute girls in situationships, so... You know, how bad can it be? It's not gay, they are just roomies. They're roommates. I kind of still call to mind some of the art made by World War I vets I saw in history books back in school. Oh, I have not seen that. And I'm not sure I wanna. History will remember them as very good friends. I mean, real, considering we're in World War I, history will remember them as very good friends. They were very good friends, you know, when they... It's so funny when they find, like, the letters of, like, people or artists or, like, whatever, aristocrats. Either two men or two women. You know, and they find these letters sent between them.
Rust with time. And so do men.
Exactly, Atia.
Whenever I need maintenance for my weapons or myself, I find my way to Leonardo's door. The man is a genius in every art and science known to man, and yet also a good and faithful friend.
That can be taken in too many different ways, Atia. Whenever I need maintenance for my weapons or myself, I go to Leonardo. Okay. I see how it is. Gay ass. And they were also roommates. But yeah, you know when they find these letters of all aristocrats, said it either between two men or two women, and they're just letters, pretty much declaring their love for each other, and they're like, looks like they were pretty close. I'm like, yeah, of course. Why do I have so many Discord notifications? Stop fucking talking to me. But yeah, let's go. Let's go before I go into another tangent. And we lose more time. We lose more of our little precious little time that we have today to enjoy the horrors of World War One. Sorry, I have something in my eye. God fucking damn it! I hate my life. Oh, they were good friends. Smiles. But yeah, let's see if this shows me the trailer because I don't think I've seen it. Oh yeah, it does.
What was it that we wanted? To be remembered as heroes. Or to perish and be forgotten.
Ah yes, the horrors.
Yet we knew we never had a choice.
The flames of perdition follow at your heels.
What? You killed them all.
But you may yet be cleansed.
Stop. Stay away from me.
Repent.
She's so hot.
What are you? You goddamn monster.
We have a situation. The Colonel was just taken out within our safe zone.
Eyes up.
Who are you? We do have a confirmed sighting of the sniper.
Sniper.
That
The
bitch.
Menace are probably lurking nearby. Take Marsha with you. Find them.
A tank! That was so hot of her.
6 years of war has deeply shaken our faith and our resolve.
I'll come find you after the war ends. How does that sound?
There it is!
I now know the true cause of the conflict. And I have seen the face of the true enemy. Farewell, Garon.
I want you to save yourself.
On the 11th hour, this war will come to an end.
Scheiße! Scheiße! Deckung! Sanitäter! Hilfe!
Well, that seemed beautiful. Half track. I like the blue French military uniform. Yeah, it looks very good. I'll confine you after the war. Please, Blowback, don't do it. I am getting the urge to buy Trench Crusade minis yet again. Made one for Sentinel. Hey! Hello! Very hopeful. World War I French outfits were honestly so rad. Yeah. We love ladies in uniforms in this house. What's this? Oh. Claim all. Yippee! The Western Front has fallen silent for now. The gargoyle and gatekeeper are out of the Foundation site. Unfortunately, they also stood out on the battlefield. Hey, Ant! There is a reason they are no longer blue. Such. I guess you could say it's all quiet on the Western Front. Shut up. But yeah, see, 3 days for all of this to end, so I'm not even gonna bother. We're just gonna go for that story. Depleted ammunition, relics of war that lie abandoned on the ground, growing cold as they fade from memory, can be exchanged at special counters. Empty bullet casings find new purpose as lighters, pen holders, and cigarette containers. What gives birth to trench art is never the weapons left behind, but rather the human spirit that refuses to stop creating. The indomitable will of the human spirit! Let's fucking go. But yeah, how are we gonna get there? Let's see, after the flood. It is October 11. Yes, 1:10 p.m. after the flood. A new era bearing many marks of another time, caught in an endless spiral of war. Let's see. A long, long way. Chapter 11.
Everyone imagines their future. In most, they grow up. They make friends. Get married. And hope to make their fathers and grandfathers proud. We enter this new era full of those same hopes for our future. We had no idea what lay in wait for us. We called it the triumphant opening to the greatest era in history. A rite of passage for every man to be. Join us in an adventure side by side, bound by courage and loyalty. Return home victorious, and let your legend be told for generations to come.
Ah, yes. Of course.
That was the future we imagined. Now, those sweet and fitting lies have melted away. Barely more than children, we find ourselves bound, not for adventure, but for an open grave of mud and ruin. Those of us who were lucky, or unlucky, to survive this battlefield, were forged into something new. Numb, cruel, corrupted. The earth became fire and mud, and all of us devils. What was it that we wanted from this war? To be remembered and celebrated as heroes? Or to forget and be forgotten? The answer may seem obvious, but the question itself lies at fault. Because death, meaningless death, came for thousands of us, every day. And we knew. We soldiers never had a choice.
That sure is a way to start things off. Ah,
What
yes.
do you see?
Antarctica. Good old memories. What do I see? This is an iceberg?
Anything else?
A flood that draws the entire era.
Oh, God.
No.
Well then, what year is it now?
1920?
Subconscious stable. No sign of invasive illusions. Cognition reality match normal. Our test subject awakens.
Excuse me? Rehab center.
Last question. What's this?
An elephant! An animal, a monster, the shadow of death. An animal.
An elephant.
Her questioner realizes she should have expected nothing less than a blunt answer.
Correct. A plain and simple answer like that is an excellent sign.
This test isn't like the others, from the artificial somnambulism we used to go through.
It's a special examination we've prepared for all personnel involved in the Antarctic operation. It wasn't my idea, by the way.
Ah, yes, the elephant, the shadow of death. I really want to know what happens when you pick the others. Sorry, I'm always such a straight answer person for games. Person is getting therapy more like being experimented on, probably. She powers down her equipment, the wheels and hums of its electric current fading with a soft drone.
I would say, based on your recovery so far, you could have been discharged a week ago, but we had strict orders to complete our entire course of treatment outlined in the medical manual. Whatever it is that hides under the Antarctic, it didn't do any additional harm to your mental health.
I wouldn't be so sure about that. What kind of mental health are you talking about?
You're lucky, you know. Many others have suffered irreversible damage that will limit their day-to-day lives.
What about Nautica and Miss Stranger?
I have no access to Miss Stranger's information. All I know is she's been sent to another department for treatment. As for Nautica, she's doing great.
I generally don't know what could face Bertin at this point. An excellent question. Is the timekeeper when Kukushir will be very bad for everybody? Yeah. I've seen some fan art. I remember a while ago someone was drawing fan art of like Bertin going crazy and joining Manos. And it was great art. She's literally built different. But like, I mean, yeah, maybe she didn't go like insane, you know. But I'm not sure her mental health is all that well, considering she just met the mother she had forgotten about, only to lose her immediately after in the most horrible way possible. So, you know, I'm like, I just think she just has lost all capability of being shocked. And I wouldn't call that being in good mental health. But, you know, whatever works for you, I guess. She's fine, just gotta compartmentalize harder. If you ask her, I'm sure she would say, I'm fine in the most I'm not kind of way. Yeah, no, she would be like, yeah, I'm fine. Smiles, but you can tell that she is not fine. Wedmer Jr. offers her judgment in plain terms.
Where is she now? Does she have enough space to stretch?
Mr. Hoffman cleared out a lecture hall for her. I wouldn't call it a palace, but it's spacious enough to meet her needs. Too bad, though. Now she's being cornered in there by every arcane biologist, ancient myth enthusiast, and crazy ritualist we have on staff. I guess they've decided she's an invaluable opportunity to learn more. You do have access to that hall if you really want to know how she's doing. Just go knock on her door. She's also been asking about you.
Has anyone thought to just give Bertin a hug? Regulus? Probably. The therapist averts her gaze and shifts away to end the conversation as she begins to tidy the ward. A soft knock at the door breaks the awkward tension.
Timekeeper?
Sonata thought about it but was too embarrassed to suggest it real.
Come on in, Sonetto.
The splash of orange from her hair is a welcome break from the dull grey and white. Sonata casts a polite glance toward her old classmate.
Hi, Mesmer. How's the timekeeper doing? She's good to go. Thank you. Just a minute.
Sonata recalls today's agenda.
Timekeeper, Madam Z said the Storm investigation team is back. She's waiting for you in Madam Vice President's office.
Let's head that way then.
Brooke gets discharged from the hospital and gets right to work. Unbelievable.
You two have fun. Take care.
Mesmer Jr. sees the guests out, staying behind to wrap up her final tasks. Hallway Foundation. That sure is a hallway. The aftershocks of the 10th storm still ripple through the foundation. Though they've long grown used to changing times, the staff move through geometric corridors less like a well-oiled machine and more like a clogging artery.
There's so much tension in the air now.
I suppose because this storm was different from the ones we've seen before. I look forward to hearing what Madam Z has to say about it.
The grind is the only thing that
I
gets...
don't intend to waste my time on this anymore.
Yeah, the grind is the only thing that keeps Bertin going, probably.
Huh?
A committee member strides out of the office, his face completely distorted, in contrast to his neat uniform. Another man rushes behind him, doing his best to keep his pace in check.
Please, I thought we reached an agreement, Aaron and I.
Oh hey, Pedra, it's been quite a while. However, the one he's chasing has already reached the fork at the far end of the hall.
Naturally, I accept the committee's decision. If you really think we don't have to prioritize the manners, then be my guest.
Our top priority is to restore peace and order to this era. You should know that.
We're at war, Mr. Pacifist. One far more dangerous than you could possibly conceive.
I need history nerds in chat. What were the years for World War I? From when to when?
Pacifist? What do you mean, pacifist?
1914, 1918. Okay, so that's what's different. Because we're in 1920 and apparently the war is still going. Yippee. Irenate doesn't respond. He turns down the left path and disappears from view. And they did say 6 years at the start. The pacifist committee member gives up his chase and takes the other path.
The room they just came out of, is that...
It does appear so. The Vice President's office. Let's go.
After you.
Oh, this bitch. The expected occupant is nowhere to be seen. Only her chief of staff waits inside.
Very nearly perfect timing, Bertin. Senator. I had heard that the rehab center cleared you for release. But it's all the more reassuring to see it for myself.
Never mind, we get Madam C instead. Let's go! The signs of the fierce argument that took place linger in the mess of documents strewn over the table.
Madam Z, we saw Irenai and Pedra at the door.
Let's not talk about them for now.
Understood. So, the storm investigation team has returned.
Martin, she's like, okay. Have some more curiosity, Martin.
Correct. Thanks to the field agent squad and our investigators, we've collected enough proof to verify your hypothesis. History has changed.
France lost over 4% of its population in World War I. I can't imagine the casualties after 2 more years. Yeah, I'm like, damn, okay.
The 10th storm has brought us to an entirely different 1920 than we knew. One with the war still raging that should have long been over.
Do we understand why history has changed?
Laplace has 2 hypotheses. The first centers on the ritual held in the Antarctic. Despite being interrupted, its flood might have changed the storm's nature, which has resulted in an even greater deviation from history as we knew it. Don't look so discouraged. That would be much better than the other theory.
What's the other theory?
After her revival, Arcana may have obtained the power to use the storm to alter the course of history.
Okay, yeah, I see why that would be worse.
If that is the case, in all likelihood, that means this war
is likely a result of intentional manipulation by Arcana. Manus Vindictae is trying to bring more chaos to the world.
And there she is, this bitch. The solemn room welcomes its master.
It's been a long time since we last met in this room, Timekeeper.
It seems like nothing has changed.
But there's no time to dwell on that. I have some critical updates for you. This war may be close to its end. Though the fighting continues, we've begun engaging each side's leaders, and we believe a truce is possible.
Constantine and her fucking giraffe neck. I don't know why, but I kind of like Constantine. I squints my eyes at you.
There will be a peace talk, and the committee has decided to act as its mediator. Peace is always the Foundation's top priority.
Yeah, that's why you will gas children. Remember that? Remember that, Constantine? Remember? Good old times.
After this situation is stabilized, we'll pool our resources and focus on the Manus.
I see. How's the progress so far?
The chief of staff answers on her behalf for this minor detail. I forgot, but thanks for the memories. I will never forget the gassing of children in chapter 3. Followed by the deliberate trauma imposed on Vertin by watching her friends be dissolved by the storm. That was absolutely planned by Constantine. Constantine will like, oh yeah, they're planning an escape. Yeah, just let them go. Don't worry about it. Knowing that there was a storm coming.
Our branch leaders have built lines of communication, and we have reached an agreement on some of the terms with their respective governments.
Was the principal outro?
Pedro will go to meet the commanders on behalf of the Foundation, with the aim to reach a lasting truce by the end of the month.
Tear gassing chapter 3 will be like nothing when we get to World War I chemical warfare. I mean, yes. But also, I mean, what makes it shocking in chapter 3 is that was the tear gassing of like literal 12-year-olds.
If everything goes well, we may be able to restore peace before the new year.
Yippee! Now is the time to ask the question that's been lingering in her mind.
As we arrived, I heard Iranai call Pedra a pacifist. Does Iranai disagree with the Foundation's policy regarding the war?
It isn't a matter of the policy, but the means by which we achieve it, to be precise.
How do you mean?
He and a few others believe all attempts to restore peace are bound to fail unless we destroy the Manus first.
I don't hate her despite feeling like I should. You know, she's not hateable. It's just like, it's this thing of like, you know, she gives me bad vibes. She has always given me bad vibes. So I'm like, I don't like you. I don't trust you.
In short, he wants to do things the tough way.
Yet another war.
Ah, a visitor. How unexpected.
New voice.
There's nothing here now. Only the ashes of war. What is it you want from a place like this? Run along now. Back to your school books. Or a swing in a playground, perhaps. This is no place for a girl like you.
German auntie. I don't know you.
Naturally. I am no celebrity. I'd prefer to keep it that way. Fame is of no interest to me. Just an opportunity for greater harassment.
She's so real for that.
But the entire world is in ruins now. I have nowhere else to go. And it seems you're stuck here with me, you poor sap.
Can I have a Bratwurst weird voice in my head?
You trekked to the end of the world, fought a pointless war, and for what? A broken spinning wheel?
Wow, you don't need to call me out like that.
Even that, they took away from you, along with the girl clinging to life by a thread, before sending you off to the next battleground. I hope that rusty old thing holds some kind of secret to saving the world or ending this war. Maybe then you can take on another career before you die. A watchmaker, perhaps.
Okay. I have reasons to continue the fight.
I've nothing more to say. Would you kindly leave me alone for a while?
Damn, okay.
I have no tea or snacks to offer. I can't even recall what they taste like.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Go on. Savor the war. There'll be another after this. No need to worry about things going exactly as you'd like.
This reminded me of that art. There's an art of like, because I think there's like a Kanye line that is like, so after World War I, we had World War II, or something like that. You know, like what's next? There's like a Kanye line, but they draw her. You know, they draw her saying that line with Sentinel, the French girl we just saw in the trailer, walking in the background, and she's just like World War II. Shock. And I love it. I love it so much. Oh, we made quite the jump here. October 19, 6:02 in the morning. They once belonged to an unfortunate soul, but perhaps they will grant you better luck. Trenches. Yeah, those sure are trenches. Soldiers lay a corpse on a dry wooden plank, making an effort to place their fallen comrade in something resembling a peaceful pose. Oh, before continuing, I was about to say, considering the track record Reverse has of showing grim things in a grim way, I am low-key excited to see how this is gonna go from a, narrative perspective. The plank, formed from dismantled ammo crates, has been formed into a makeshift sledge, complete with a small set of wheels. The handler stands resolutely by the body at the edge of the trench, his tattered cloak making him look the part of a Grim Reaper. He kneels, prying off the soldier's dog tag, and pockets the bottom half. Why only the bottom half? Does someone know? Franz Schreier. I probably butchered that.
This is all we could find. Can you take care of him, Charon?
Natürlich. He will be given a proper burial.
I thought they said this war would end before the winter came.
A now familiar gloom seeps out from behind Rudolph's thick glasses, like tears. Franz lies still, indifferent to the scene. Another soldier shoves his way through their small crowd, puffing with frustration, places another leg on the board, completing the set. Excuse me, what? The novel A Long, Long Way was first published in 2005, making it the most recent work the game has made reference to. Oh, that's interesting. But yeah, excuse me, what? What do you mean places another leg? If I remember correctly, you could ban and leave the other so that the corpse is still identifiable, but the people reporting the casualties will get the other half as proof. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Anyway, back to the leg. What? Then, without a word, he removes the boot from the corpse's other leg, matching it with another.
Now he'll be ready for the march home. You sure that was Franz's leg?
The kind-hearted Captain Wilhelm looks at his soldier in horror.
Better be. I risked my life up there grabbing it. He promised I could have his boots if he got scraped off.
Mein Gott. I remember when he said that.
He starts to say something, but swallows it back. The soldiers huddle together in the narrow bend of the trench.
But...
Charon's words come out in a slow drip, seemingly unaware of the conversation around him.
Andreas went missing in the last attack. The body will be impossible to move off the front lines without him.
Your pony could pet its worm food.
Shut up, Erich!
Please, don't worry. There will be somewhere quiet nearby. But it may take a while to find it.
Take your time, Charon. The weather's cool these days.
Wilhelm attempts a pat on Charon's shoulder. Not far away, Major Eberhard Braun, the company commander, sits on an empty water drum. His eyes fixed coldly on the trench wall ahead. He drops a cigarette butt and stands.
Charon, come here.
Jawohl.
He responds to his superior.
You remember Montpey? The town near Aria?
Gewiss. We fought there in the warmth of summer. Our Oberstleutnant died in that battle. You were in charge of a company until you were injured and sent to recover. There were many graves to be dug, but the days were warm and dry.
It was a hard fight to drive our enemy from that town. A damn good one. Even if our lines have only moved a short distance past it since.
But why this talk of Montpet all of a sudden?
Army Command has decided to attend a parley held by the Foundation in Montpet. Colonel Hirschfelder will be present on behalf of our nation. We've handed it over to the Foundation. They're calling it a safe zone.
Many hope that peace will come before the winter.
The mayor's response is blunt.
The only end to this war I can accept is victory. Total victory over our enemies. They say we've broken through on the Eastern Front. We only need to push our advantage and they'll collapse. Once we've freed up all that manpower and material, we'll be able to crush our enemies here too.
No, Mayor Brown is insane.
We may run ourselves dry of ammo and blood before then, sir. No cries of victory are loud enough to wake the dead.
Oh, that's a good line.
Winning here is a part of something far bigger than you could understand.
Is it? When you returned to the front after your injury, you came with eyes red as a furnace. You wore an old face, a mask of war. You haven't worn that mask in many years, since before our first taste of battle and blood.
Karen has some extremely good lines. Yeah, I'm catching his vibe. I'm like, damn. That was a good ass line. Actually, I'm gonna save it. I need to make like a channel or something in where I can save quotes, because I keep saving quotes from like games. Especially girls frontline.
A whole class volunteered. Nothing more than schoolboys. We marched obliviously into the killing field. You should rest.
The mayor's already thin lips pressed together into a sharp, blade-like line.
Enough with the poems, soldier. I called you with an order. You must go to Montpet. Herr Mühlenberger sent us a package, and I need someone to fetch it for me. I know you'll do your duty for the fatherland, my friend. Take as many bodies with you as you can. We can't leave them rotting in the trenches. Dismissed.
The mayor gets up and moves down the trench. Red.
Montpet looks like it had been a nice little town. Before the war. Now, its old streets and laneways are pocked with craters and crumbling buildings. Cruel reminders of the brutal battles that raged through it.
Oh, I need to. This doesn't advance automatically. Okay, nice. So I can read it. What were you saying? Another good line from the current Utu. If nightmares are what it takes to kill your dreams, I will send them to you every night. Damn, okay. Sheesh.
Silent screams still echo to me from its laneways. A reminder that a man who has seen war will only find peace when he is dead and buried.
Foundation safe zone. The town has seen the worst of the war, but with the sudden influx of traffic and activity, it seems to breathe new life. The streets, barely cleared, are swarming with uniforms, some military, and others checkered grey and white.
Are you looking for help, sir?
Remember when this game on PlayStation was kinda rough? I remember at the start, it was. I mean, you know, the first few chapters they were okayish, but I had one of my friends tried the beta, the first beta, and this city was really bad. His head creaks in the direction of the voice, finding a young woman, likely a medic. Her golden badge marks her as the Foundation's employee, but even more striking is the armor layered over her coat. But yeah, the start I feel like it was okayish, but they definitely have gotten like more poetic, you know, and so there's a lot more quotable lines.
Hold on, soldier. I'm Krankenschwester Masha. Please show your face so I can verify your identity.
That's a girl from the trailer.
Guten Tag, Schwester. What lies beneath this mask will not give you the answer you seek. Here, let this serve for identification.
You mean you don't have a face? He rummages out a notebook from his coat, retrieving a folded ID card from within.
Major Eberhard Braun is waiting on a package from Monetizing. He sends his NCO to collect it. He did not say from whom.
She receives it, studying the card.
I see. Your name is Paula.
Karen. That is the name the soldiers use, and the one you should use as well. The name you see there doesn't belong to this war any longer.
Oh, he's a poet. Another NPC to get attached to. I am sure nothing bad will happen to her. Do you want me to ease your mind? Or do you want to stay in doubt forever?
I've heard your name before.
She returns the document, then scans around as she wrings her hands.
You'll find plenty of packages here. Go ahead and look for whichever one belongs to your Major Braun. But there'll be more paperwork to sign before you can leave with it.
Do you like AAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAA I tend to find out mostly incoming events or playable characters or skins. Mostly playable characters and skins. She's pretty, she's gay. I say her survival rate is 25% or lower. Oh, you might be right. You might be onto something with those numbers. But yeah, I usually try to avoid seeing content, but as I said, it's my sister and a friend just throw it around, so I tend to catch mostly playable characters and skins.
If you're willing to wait, things will get moving again once the parley has finished.
When it comes to story, though, I'm just like, I'm entirely blind.
Time is a resource the dead have in abundance.
Damn! He looks back at her, his body seeming almost rooted to the spot.
Are you certain you're a right soldier?
The war has taken its toll, but there's nothing you can do to fix these old wounds. You said that you are a medic, Schwester Marsha. Is that why you ask?
Actually, I see which characters are coming, but that's it, and I have actually forgotten by the time it comes out in English. Real, me too.
Yes, of course. Ordinarily, I would be at a clinic, but I was asked to lend a hand here.
Where are the dead from your clinic laid to rest?
She reflects on his words.
We don't have any yet, by the grace of God. Though, I don't expect that to remain the case.
She is really pretty now that I look at her.
There's a bare slope just outside of town. I noticed it when we first arrived here. It could serve that purpose for someone to die.
Why does she have like gauntlets and like armor?
That is good to hear.
That someone might die?
The delayed reply leads to misunderstanding.
No. The slope. A quiet place is needed. Many of us from the front lines could find rest there.
You mean your brothers in arms?
All who need burial are my brothers in arms, though they may have once fought on different sides. Should there be any in your clinic that need it, they will find rest there too. In a coffin under a marker to remember their place as is fitting, if you will allow it.
So be it. You're offering them more decency than most others would. I'll show you the spot.
That's World War I surgical gloves? What? Force outside the safe zone. The outskirts of Monetizing. Dense woods conceal most obvious traces, yet small sounds are amplified.
Who's there?
You've run late.
There she is!
This whole area is under heavy guard.
God, look at her use hour farming there. Holy fuck. The soldier squints, eyes narrowing at the grey-blue uniform figure ahead.
Where's Hector? He never mentioned you. Give me the countersign.
Look at the pose in middle, know she's the protagonist. Yeah, like, okay, alright. Alright. He raises his weapon, framing the stranger in his sights.
You hear me? Who the hell are you?
Yet his target is unfazed.
2 paths lie ahead for you.
What are you talking about?
In one, you lead me to your commander. In the other...
She lowers her rifle and bows her head in a motion almost like prayer. It stuns the soldier for a moment.
You are led into perdition.
Damn, okay. Sentinel seems intimidating until you look at her bio and see she's 5'2". What is 5'2"? Do not talk to me in US. Oh, damn, okay. Ooh, and we get to use her.
My sight shall unveil the hidden by God's grace.
157?
The enemy is a
I mean, she's just a bit shorter than me.
Don't waste your time. Now is the time of repentance.
A few centimeters. But she doesn't need height. She's intimidating enough, I feel.
Garde blocks down. The enemy is of peace.
You know, she makes up for it in aura.
A worthy victory. But the fight is far from over.
Like, I had a school principal back in like middle school. And she was very tiny. But she had presence. She had presence. So, you know, even though you will have to look down at her most of the time to talk to her, you will feel like you were looking up at someone. The final gunshot. No. The final gunshot rings through the thick forest, then fades away. She crouches, retrieving a pouch from the fallen enemy. In the mess of documents and maps, she finds the note she needs.
Foundation. Parley. Hirschfelder.
Somehow you can't look down but look up emotionally. Yeah, exactly. After reading it, she looks northeast. Beyond the tree line lie the ruins of Monetizing. How does she farm so much aura? She had like 4 lines. She's already forming aura. How does she do it? How is she so powerful? Best wishes. Rumors, entertainment, seemingly trivial or deeply meaningful outpourings. The soldier back from the dead. Redacted. Being stuck in recovery is boring, but at least it keeps you from getting shot on the battlefield. By the time your knee gets better, this damn war might finally be over. Assuming I make it, which is a strange thing to say, my first stop will be to come see you. Maybe, if we're lucky, we could even go home together. Let me share the recent news. There's a soldier that everyone claims came back from the dead. Whether that's true or people invented the story doesn't really matter to the officers. He has been reassigned to the front as a sergeant under Major Brown. Why will he accept such a posting? Why even go back to the front at all? I know your mind will be swimming with these questions, but nobody can figure out his motives. He turned down a safe position with the press bureau, but has refused to ever pick up a rifle again. He's only interested in retrieving the bodies of the fallen from the field. Can you believe that? Personally, I'd rather be a dress-up press puppet over ducking artillery shells any day of the week, even if it meant encouraging young men to march to their deaths. My God. As I write this, it finally dawns on me. I've always known why he refused them after all. I just never thought anyone would have the courage to make that choice. Damn. We've calmed down, Rivers. We're only on the second node. Chill out with the quotes. She was 20 when she joined the war. But consider she's French. I say, I have no idea what's the median hate for the French. Okay, we're probably gonna do just one more, you were kind of just getting through the prologue of this, since it is getting late already. So let's see, Battle of the Birds. Same day, but it is 11 AM now. And we're back to the Foundation. Those who claim the pen is mightier than the sword rarely seem to live by their words. Preparation area.
Are you sure you won't come with me, Capitan?
Lilia! After a long rest, Lilia readies up for her next mission.
Admiral Som assigned this mission to you personally, not the whole team. Besides, Madame Z asked me to stay in the headquarters.
Francis Spectrum, Matilda, Sentinel. Where are you in the French spectrum between Matilda and Sentinel?
Isn't it going to be boring waiting around here? The Storm Reformation Directive said Team Timekeeper isn't subject to the Foundation's orders. We can go wherever we want.
Yet it also says the Timekeeper is still bound by Madame Z's orders, Lilia.
Ugh. So frustrating.
Reality slams up against her freedom-loving impulses.
I thought I'd finally be able to show you what things are really like out on the steppe. It's going to be a view to remember.
We'll have other chances.
Yeah, I suppose a view like that doesn't change much no matter what era it is. Anyway, any idea when they're going to set you loose again?
I think it will have to wait until after the tension clears.
What are you talking about?
Haven't you heard about the doves and the hawks?
We got birds now? Nah, I just got back from vacation. Let me guess. Same thing as ever. Politics. Go on. Just tell me enough so I know who to blast if someone kidnaps Vertin again.
Oh god, I love Lilia.
Simply put, The committee has split into two factions on the Foundation's course of action, the Doves and the Hawks. The Doves insist on seeking peace through diplomacy, hoping to secure advantages in the post-war political landscape.
Uh-huh. And the Hawks?
They believe that the governments we're dealing with have been infiltrated too deeply by Manus Vindictae, so diplomacy is off the table. They want to take more direct action by arresting any high-ranking military and political figures suspected of collaborating with the Manus.
Really? I would have never thought we'd do something like that. Efficient, the kind of plan I like, but also like it could be the mother of all messes.
I like that. I love how she's like, yeah, you know, I fuck with that. It's efficient. I like it, but it could fuck everything up. I will recognize that.
Precisely. That's why the Doves prevailed, at least for now.
Lilia shakes her head. She's had enough of politics for one day.
Complicated. So what side are you on, Capitan?
I'm not on any side.
Departure time. She mounts her SU-01BE.
No matter then. I'm on your side.
She's so real.
That's Korova.
With a sharp roar, the flying broom shoots out a blast of air, and soon enough the seasoned pilot vanishes into the clouds. Flashback?
People are dying out there. We have to reduce the number of decision makers. We can't afford any delays. I need all the faction leaders to reach an agreement before the committee meeting starts.
That's why Petra and Irenai were here.
Yes, it was not an easy task to persuade Irenai, but we did it.
Good. But I'm not on either side. It seems like there's no need for me to stay. Why are you keeping me around?
Yeah, why?
I have my reasons, as I'm sure you expect.
And what are those reasons?
The Storm Reformation Act won't keep you and your team secure forever, Vertin. The final result of this meeting, whatever it is, will change many things.
Oh, fuck.
That may mean more latitude and resources for your team. Then again, it could mean the exact opposite.
What the fuck?
Anyway, if you intend to seize anything from this opportunity, you'll need to stay until the meeting's over.
Oh, is that why she's staying? Ah, I see how it is.
Time to go, Soneto.
Quite the takeoff. That must have been Lieutenant Lilia, wasn't it?
Whom's the fuck are you? Are you the redhead from the trailer?
Hmm?
You are. You're kinda hot. Kind of. She turns, and a red-haired man enters the frame.
Have I got it right, Timekeeper?
You have.
You must be Mr. Creius, the captain of the 12th.
Seems you're already acquainted then.
I've read the report on the Antarctic operation. Your name was mentioned.
Creius nods to Soneto in thanks before adopting a more guarded expression.
I've been reading up on you. Just a few choice selections from your after-action reports before our Antarctic expedition. Seems we have you and your team to thank for thwarting many a wicked scheme, hatched by Manus Vindictae in previous storms. Shame we couldn't put a stop to Arcana's revival, too. Now look at the dog's breakfast of an era we stepped into.
He was there? I think he was there, yeah, apparently. A communication request comes through at that exact moment. Creius is about to speak again, but lets it go.
I do hope we'll have the chance to cooperate more closely in the future. Feel free to call on me if you find yourself in need, Timekeeper.
Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Creius. I'm afraid further introductions will have to wait. We're called elsewhere.
The brief encounter ends. Creius remains where he is, pressing his communicator.
Speak.
I passed along our intel about Manus Vindictae's possible infiltration of the safe zone. Anyone's guess if they're gonna do a damn thing about it. And Marsha was seen leaving the safe zone with an odd-looking German soldier.
Any idea where she's heading?
I kept my distance. Didn't want to risk exposure.
Should I have any concerns about it?
Whatever he is, I don't get the impression he's with the Manus.
Okay.
He came up from the lines, started a conversation, and just like that, they started walking away. You're jumping at shadows, Chris. Ever since Antarctica, it seems like you've been imagining phantom oil stains on everyone we meet.
I mean, can't blame him. Antarctica was rough. He leaves the remarks unanswered. On the other end is a clear directive.
All the same, keep an eye on her.
And take my eyes off the town. What about searching for those infiltrators?
The Foundation has enough security on site to keep things in check.
Yeah, right. Let's just hope those Haferbrains can do their job. Haven't Merrill and Paravian been transferred to HQ?
I hope you weren't expecting a hand. I need them for my field mission as soon as our application is approved.
Still waiting for that? They haven't learned to trust you yet?
Focus on your mission, Yamalai.
Okay.
Not many of us have any real idea what it's like to view the trenches from above. But in my haunted dreams and flashes of imagination, I picture them as claw marks. I keep returning to that thought over and over again. The image of some terrible monster ripping the earth apart with its claws. Then we hide, trembling like maggots in the wounds it leaves behind.
Graveyard.
Here.
Karen stops, staring out over the woods, only just beginning to advance on a slope that bears the scars of trenchwork and artillery.
It is quiet enough, but the dead may come to outnumber the empty lodgings below.
I wouldn't have thought the dead mind having neighbors. The real trouble is how far it is from the clinic.
He lets his gaze stray from the hills to Marcia, settling on her armor.
There is something about you. A contradiction lying under cloth and steel.
I know what you want to ask. Yes, I was a knight once.
She preempts the question, when she's learned to expect. A knight? Okay.
Like other arcanists, I was enlisted in a special unit and sent to the front as soon as the war started. This armor is only a habit. I'm a medic now.
But was she a knight? The real questions.
It's not much for protection. Modern bullets go through steel this thin like paper. But I want to remember.
So I'm assuming you are from another era then.
Only in death does the duty end. Yet you live again with the Foundation.
Noch eine deiner Fragen? Diesmal werde ich dir keine Antwort geben.
Is it German? He stumbles at her retort, like a clumsy soldier stuck in mud. Yes, it's German. Thank you.
There was no ill intent. The ways of this war do not fall upon your shoulders. Our path is not chosen, nor can it be escaped. The end to our war is found in the grave.
Damn! My man just dropping lines.
I know. Death shouldn't be the only way a soldier like you can find peace.
Marcia glances back. The view of Monte is blocked by a dense forest.
I'm needed back at the clinic.
And there is work to be done here. Please, hear this apology. You have chosen a noble path.
Inside the safe zone, the fierce round of talks has concluded. Colonel Hirschfelder exits the building, draping Foundation banners. Adjutant officers flank him tightly, like remoras swimming beside a shark.
This meeting is over.
His aide drapes a coat over his shoulders. The colonel's mood is sour. His eagerness to end the talk is obvious. Commissioner Pedra follows at a respectful distance, maintaining proper decorum.
Our proposal really is in everyone's best interest. Please, give it a bit more thought, Colonel.
Our best interest, yeah? You have failed to convince me. All I see is the insistence that we pretend this war is not going in our favor. And I will have no more of these ridiculous conspiracies concerning Manus Vindicte. Our war and our victory have nothing to do with this terrorist organization, or cult as it may be. The decisions of His Imperial Majesty's government will only align with a rational assessment of the facts at hand.
We fully understand your concerns.
Words without action.
Would you at least consider a temporary truce? Keep your forces at the front, but halt all active military operations.
That's a no. He even put on the sunglasses.
There are two sides to every truce, Herr Negotiator. Our enemy has yet to show any hint of sincerity.
Wait, where was the line before? The military delegates enter the car idling roadside.
You are referring to the assassinations.
Do these Schweinehunde have any honor? Sending their snipers after our high rank?
Time freezes. A bloom of crimson explodes out from the colonel's neck. Staccato heartbeats thump in a rising crescendo to meet the distant booming crack of a rifle.
What the?
Time melts back into motion. Shouts erupt, feet thunder, weapons fire off at shadows. Pedra feels someone yanking at his collar, the pull growing stronger.
Take cover, Mr. Pedra!
Soldiers dive toward their fallen officer. Chaos drowns out all else.
Sanitäter! Der Oberst wurde getroffen! Wir brauchen einen Sanitäter! Los! Bring den Oberst in die Klinik!
Rebozo, yeah. Damn! Let's read the little stars. Background check. Before assigning crucial tasks to your subordinates, it is essential to do thorough background checks. Dog! Squad roster copy. Parabian, Beagle, age 19, race human. Background, graduated from Sino Arms Academy, served as a vigil officer within the Vigil's Bureau under the direct command of Cryus, and contributed to the resolution of multiple critical cases. Later transferred to 12th Squad. The most devoted member of Cryus Circle, he combines passion and bravery with a concerning level of idealism. This squad's morale will undoubtedly suffer if their loyalty were betrayed. Yermolai, Hound, age 37, race human. Background, civilian, previously brought into Vigil's Bureau by a Cryus personal recommendation, served as a Vigil officer and participated in several classified operations. Later transferred to 12th Squad. He has an extensive criminal background. It's no surprise that Cryus keeps him on a tight leash. I wouldn't want to be the one who decided on his call sign. Meryl, Blackbird, age 16, race Arcanist. Background, a Storm orphan taken in by the Foundation, educated at SPDM, and upon graduation invited by Cryus to intern at Vigil's Bureau. Later transferred to 12th Squad. SPDM? He's never had much patience for rule followers. Seems even Cryus knows 12 needs arcane talents. Though judging by her grades, his standards aren't exactly demanding. P.S. Leave a few recruitment slots open for 12. And here's the other one. Flexible review. There is room for flexibility when conducting reviews. Plain. Internal review report. Lieutenant Lilia's escape during the Sao Paulo incident was facilitated by Moldier, a key figure among the rebel forces. For full details, see the appendix containing the report submitted by Lieutenant Lilia. Following the completion of Sino Arms Academy's internal restructuring, you have initiated a thorough review of its special personnel to clarify the circumstances surrounding the rebellion and to prevent other incidents. Under these circumstances, it is advised that Lieutenant Lilia remain at Foundation headquarters for further investigation rather than joining Team Timekeeper's Australian deployment. This month's interrogation transcripts are included as attachments. This month's interrogations show Lieutenant Lilia's growing impatience with the process, though she continues to provide necessary cooperation. When comparing statements from Sino's special personnel filed with the interrogation records, there are still multiple inconsistencies that require further verification. This month's interrogation transcripts are included as attachments. Conclusion: no further action recommended on Lieutenant Lilia's file. Summary: none. This review has been terminated unexpectedly, and I must emphasize that no additional explanations will be provided regarding this decision. I append this note solely to remind all reviewing officers that our responsibility ends with following the directives. Nothing else matters. Your dedication during this 2-month process is appreciated. This document will be securely disposed of following initial internal distribution. Okay. But yeah, it's now 11 PM for me, so...
In my memories, it was always sunny in Monteriggioni.
How is that for a prologue, guys? Sheesh. Do I have anything to grab? No. Let's get back here for a second. For a few minutes. How's that for a prologue? Sheesh. We already have one casualty. Damn aura, Gorwell 1 aura. Just a brisk start, I'm sure it'll get crazier. Yeah, probably. They're having reports of a sniper taking out a dice of a sniper shot. My man really was like, we gotta be careful, there's a sniper dice. Gets shot. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited. It is a nice start. You know, I'm really intrigued by the characters and everything, so I still kind of want to get Trench Crusade minis. You should go one for Sentinel and one for Marsha once we're done with the chapter. Just saying, just a proposition. But yeah, we shall continue next week, probably, unless I need to rush Girls Frontline. We shall see after this weekend. If not, we shall continue next week. We got Roomies, Crusaders, political infight in the Foundation. Yeah, you know, a great beginning. War. Snipings. Good start. A good beginning into this new chapter. So yeah, very excited to see where it goes. But yeah, now it is very late. Sorry for the short stream. So, apologies I started late, but at least we got a nice little introduction to the new chapter. And yeah, I'm definitely excited to see where it goes. But yeah, now I should really go eat because I've been going to bed pretty late during this week. And I should not do that. I should stop doing that. So we're gonna cut this short. I'll see you guys on the weekend for Girls Frontline 2, Saturday and Sunday. For now, thank you for coming. Have a good rest of your day or have a good night. Remember to stay safe, stay hydrated, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you guys next time. So bye-bye.